listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
They say the sun and I shine for all.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, the International Culture, Wine and Food Festival, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Percy's Island Games, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my songs.
And good evening, good afternoon, good day. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Yes, this is Pearly in the house with Talking Heads on Guardian Radio 96.9. Yeah, I'm filling in for Naughty today. He's got a gig. So he called and said, do. So I'm here. How's everybody doing? Listen, it wet outside. It flooding outside. It raining outside. Somebody said, small cars, park in the garage. Jeeps, take your time on the road. Please be careful as we drive today. Please be careful. So, how would he become a talking head?
Here's how you can become a talking head, brought to you by BTC.
You can call me at 323-6232, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4316, or 325-4259. Yes, 325-4259. Or you can get me toll-free, 242-300-5720, 242-300-5720, and then you can always text me on the text line powered by BTC 422-GR96. That's 422-4796. Let me hear from you. What's happening? What's going on? Let's see what's happening in the heads.
It's time for Headliners. Everything that's making headlines in the 242. Brought to you by the Fine Threads.
And this morning in the Nassau Guardian, PM pushes for repatriation. Davis time to address historical wrongs of slavery. Minister, New Deal will help BPL become financially stable. I want to talk about that a little bit today. Government preparing implementation plan for Ombudsman Act, AG says, and UK hands over 10,000 pages of Bahamian archival documents. Thank you so much. And in the business section, DPM Airlines ramping up Exuma flights ahead of peak travel season. We are overall 2% ahead of where we were last year in terms of capacity. Colby Davis charge will reflect cost of power purchase agreement and made in the Bahamas certification to boost exports. Wonderful. Good stuff. Good news. So what's happening out there, everybody? What's going on? How you feeling? Oh, guess what? Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow. Your Saturdays are about to get a whole lot much interesting. Our all-new Saturday lineup is here, beginning this Saturday, tomorrow. Now, I'm saying it right when I say tomorrow. Here on the Guardian Radio, the Eye Opener, 9 a.m., will be joined by a whole new crop of shows. It's going to be fantastic. The Accredited from 10th year seniors at 11 a.m., the Happy Hour with Deandra Cartwright at 12 p.m., the return of Tell It to Stanya with Stanya Davis at 1 p.m., our new show, Our Blue Bahamas from Brief at 2 p.m., and new editions of University Drive now at 2:30 p.m. A full slate of amazing shows this Saturday, tomorrow, and every Saturday here, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Please tune in, check it out. It's going to be great Saturdays for radio. Boy, I'm excited. It's the weekend, but it's raining, so you know what I can do? Chill. And when we get into the 5 o'clock hour, we can talk about my Dodgers. Oh, yeah, we can talk about those Yankees. But right now, let's talk about what's going on here in our great country. I saw somebody was talking about that the Minister for Energy said that 80,000 homes have seen lower electricity bills? Now, I need clarification on that because there's two things why I would know my bill is down in October. A, the children them back in school, so they ain't home, burning no TV, using the microwave, watching, playing radio, keeping the lights on, so they're in school. So that's less use of electricity throughout the day. We ain't burning our AC like we was because it ain't hot no more. It's kind of cool, so you turn the AC off. So the use of electricity has gone down, so your bill should go down. My question is the kilowatt hour price going down that makes our 80,000 people or more have a less bill? And my question to you is, and I want to know how many of you is your light bill lower? Have you seen a lower light bill? Let me know. I know I see one. I know I see the bill going up in Seabreeze. I know that much. So I don't know if it's the account of more use of electricity, but I don't think so because ain't no children in there. They all finished school. So I just need to know if you're seeing a lower light bill because I want to know who make up this 80,000. I want to know who make up all these people. I'm very interested in finding that out. Because I just want to make sure. And listen, I pull in for this to work, I'm pulling hard for this to work because I want to see a lower light bill. And we so used to saying light bill. I want to see a lower electricity bill for all of us. Not just for us who live in our homes. Not just of us of homeowners, but those of us who run businesses. Because if they have a lower electricity bill, they should be able to give us lower prices on their goods and products. So for the whole country to benefit, for us all to win, I want this deal or whatever this is to work out. But I want truth. I want to know, are we seeing lower kilowatt hours? And then I have another question I'm a little bit trying to figure out. We know BPL has a legacy bill. And what do you mean by legacy? They owe plenty money out there for a long time. That's what it really means. And if the light bill, and I keep saying light bill, if the electricity bill goes down, that means BPL is taking in less revenue because we're paying for the generation. We have to pay, I think, and if I'm wrong, I'm stand corrected. You could correct me. Somebody could call me and tell me, Pearly, you talking foolishness, you wrong. And I would say I apologize. I ain't scared to say sorry. I'm big enough to say I'm big, but I'm big enough to say I'm sorry as well. So if your electricity bill is going down, that means you're paying BPL less money. That means BPL revenue is less. So how does it work? Will BPL be cutting its expenses down? So will people be get sent home? Will the salary bill go down? Will other bills go down? How does this work? Will the generation that BPL is paying these people for, how much they're paying for it? Is there a set fee? Is it going to be a lower rate they pay so that BPL pay less money for generation so that it comes to us and so BPL still going to remain, will still continue to get a certain revenue to pay down that legacy bill? How are we going to pay down that bill? These are questions that I just want clarity to, I just want clarity to so I can know exactly what's going on. Because when I see the light bill, I don't want to be, somebody tell me their bill tripled. Somebody else tell me their bill going up. A lot of people say their bill, but I ain't seen nobody tell me their bill going down. So I'm asking you to let me know if your bill is going down. Are you paying less money for your electricity bill? Or are you paying more money? That's a good question to ask. The next thing I'm more interested in is, and the PM is pushing for I keep saying this word wrong. Repatriation. In other words, he's talking for us getting some compensation for slavery. And asking Britain to do something for the Bahamas for us because we were a slave colony of Britain. Well, if you know your history, it was Spain, Britain, but we were a slave colony. So he's and so what are we asking for? What are we asking Britain to do? What are you asking? Who the former slave, the country of the former slave owners? What are they going to do? Because when I read the story on what happened with when they did an honorary of Katie, I was shocked the way they treated that lady. She was locked down in I can't remember the name of the instrument they used, but for days, and red pepper rubbed in her eyes, and she was whipped and beaten until she found. And then after that, she was put in the fields to work, and then she finally died. So what are we asking for? And then if there is some kind of repatriation, or we're getting this money back, or getting some monies or whatever, how are we going to benefit from it? Are we going to benefit from it directly in terms of everybody getting one little piece, one little thing in their pocket? Or is it going to be used to make the country a better place? Are we going to build a museum to honor these people? What are we going to do if we get these funds back? So that's a good question to ask, and I want to know that. And then the third thing that I'm interested in: airlines ramping up Exuma flights ahead of peak travel season. Is the hotel closed yet, or is it closing? I don't know. I can't remember. Tell me that. Let me know. But if there's less rooms, where these people can stay? So these are the questions you see. And I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to knock the government or anything like that. I just asking questions that we should always ask. All right? You can't do certain things on me and call it rain. I need to know exactly what's happening, what this cost is, how is it going to affect us, how is it going to benefit us. So they're the questions that you put out to get some answers to. And if he gets the clear answers, then I good. All right? Let's see what this caller got to say. Caller, you on there. How you doing?
Man, Pearly, I like when you take us to school.
What's happening?
Yeah, I miss your classes. No, what you want to see, Pearly, is the energy bill, not the electricity bill.
Yes.
Agree?
Yes.
Because remember now, some people don't get a bill.
Right.
Some people have never gotten a bill.
Oh, boy. Okay.
But they're still using the energy.
Okay.
I could point a few out to you, but I'm sure you could find them too.
I look.
But let me just go a little deeper with this, because I want to talk about what the Americans were doing in Haiti from like 1915 to 1935.
Okay.
130 years they've been in there, but because that brings reparation all over. But listen, Pearly, can you tell me what energy force, the God you worship, the one you serve, the church you go to, the force that he used to form man?
Uh-huh.
Do you know the name of that force?
I'm listening.
Electricity.
Okay. Yes.
You see how energy and electricity are so intertwined because we are batteries.
I got you.
So don't get no energy bill, okay? Find a way to be like them people. You got homework, boy.
You trying to make me wake, man? I still trying to read the COI documents. So I want to invite the leader on one day, probably in another couple of weeks, to be able to ask him some pertinent questions on what his plans are for the country. And I see, you can tell me everything, but I can ask you some real questions. I hope you don't get mad at me when he comes. So,
Yeah, but Pearly, listen. He don't stand a chance to win.
Well, we know that.
I mean, you just want to have a show.
I know. I just want to have a conversation because, they say we don't I just want to hear what you have to say because you're sitting in the road and protesting and telling me what your plans are. And then you tell me go read it. I really wanted them to send it to me. Because if you're so proud of your what you're doing, then send it to me. But, we'll get to that at another time.
So they're going somewhere.
I don't know, but, we'll hear what they got to say.
And, people that spend 30 years in certain countries taking all of the resources because people they vote for them to come in. I mean, we just allow governments to come in and rape us. What's wrong with us?
Well, we just... That's the easy in, and then you see, and you do what you got to do, all, and then you get mad. You vote the next one, and you get mad, and anyway.
So we forget to. So we actually forget.
You do?
Yeah, Pearly. Think about it. We grew up going to church. I'm sure I'm much older. I can tell you this. Where we were taught forgiveness, right?
Yes, I'm a very good Roman Catholic, so I know what you're talking about.
And then we added to that forgive and forget.
Yes.
But I think
turn the next cheek, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we never forgive. We just forget because once you remind me, Pearly, I might just take you out.
Get vexed again, right?
You see? So we just forget, Pearly. We are forgetful people.
No, what we do is we get, all right, and I'm not picking on any particular because it's both FNM and PLP. Let's get that straight.
You were talking politics, eh?
No, I was... You rude.
Yeah, Pearly, take it easy, man.
Thanks, my brother. Thanks for calling. You see, I almost walk down that lane. You said, Mr. Medusa, you see, I almost get trapped. Call you on there. How you doing?
Hi, beautiful rainy day, Pearly.
Hey, Del, how you doing? Well, you know what this good. You know what this weather good for? Soup.
Sleeping.
Soup. See, I know some people mind going to the wrong place. Soup and some good okra soup and something will be on point right now.
Pea soup and dumpling with
that will work. That will work. A little bit of white rice on the side. That'll work.
Yeah.
Let me call my sister and tell us to get that pot going. Yeah.
But Freddie, like you say, I wanted to ask you: did you get the information from the lady from the COI yet?
No. See, they want me to go to the website. So I've been to the website and started to look at it, right? But all I'm asking them is to email me the thing so I can sit down and read it.
Hold on. These are the same people that are fighting so hard to get in there, and you made a simple request as an email, and you still haven't gotten it.
I haven't gotten
yet?
it. No, they tell me go to the website and read it.
So tell me, how different is that from the PLP or the FNM?
That's very different because the PLP and FNM print a manifesto. They send you a link and tell you this is where you can find it. This is how you see it. And here, read this book. That's what they're both, our plan and the manifesto.
Okay, so there's enough print.
Even the DNA have to read.
Exactly. So you made a simple request.
Yes.
Because you said they were saying that there's some adjustments made.
They extended
and
it,
you
or
wanted
yes.
to verify so you could come up with the proper questions to ask. The public would like to know.
I mean, it's not no gotcha moment or nothing like that. All I want to do is I want to read. If you say we're going to give you $100,000 a year, now explain to me how the $100,000 can work, where that coming from, how you giving it to me, and where it can go. Or if you're telling me you want to decentralize Nassau and grow Andros and Eleuthera, just tell me how that can work.
Okay, so
that's all. So I want to be able to ask a question and say, but you say you can do this, but how is that possible to happen? That's all.
And how long ago that was you made that request?
That was Tuesday, I think that was.
A few days ago?
A few days ago, yeah, that was Tuesday. Or Wednesday, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it was a few days ago, yeah.
Okay, whichever day it was a few days ago.
Yeah.
So do you think they are now making those adjustments?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because that's what it seemed to me. Because if I said, Pearlie, do me a favor, email me the question, your plan for this job that you want.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And you take days to send me that email and tell me that you were unprepared.
I ain't serious.
You were very unprepared.
But I'll get a phone call and they'll confront me and get in a row with me. And how you want me to vote if you pissing me off? You're supposed to. I don't want to say kiss up to me, but you should be, nice to me and you're trying to convince me to switch from whatever I can support and to you. And if you want me to do that, then convince me. Don't tell me go look it up. Bring me the paper.
So they think it's a sweetheart moment, say.
Oh no, I don't sweetheart.
When you pick up the new sweetheart and he sweet word you.
No, I don't.
And then later down the line you find out the sweetheart is no better than the husband.
No, I don't do that. I happy where I am. Very.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I say again, like you, I believe in the two parties, because like the gentleman was saying this now, then we forget what one be. But you always remember something, the leadership always change. And if you notice, like how people like to say, oh, we ain't going nowhere in 50 years, I don't believe that. Because over the years, you've seen a little done here, a little done there, by each one from time to time.
If you were saying enough hasn't been done?
No.
That's a good argument. But enough has not been done, but things have been done.
Exactly.
We have progressed as a country in some degree.
Not been done, but from each one, there's always been something done here, something done there. So little by little, it's getting done.
Yeah.
Okay, so stick with it too.
See,
you tell me, you come to my house and tell me you will be my sweetheart and you're prepared for the job. No, man. If you come in to talk to me, come prepared. Bring your wallet, stick it out. Let me see the balance sticking out of there.
Yeah. And the bottom line is, and it is not to knock anybody. I'm fascinated by politics. I watch it, not just the Bahamas. I watch the Canadian. Every day I watch in Trump and Harris. Oh, I get a kick out of that.
Oh, I love it.
All right. I watch the Jamaican politics. I see what's going on with Holness. I watch Trinidad. I watch when the president during the pandemic called an election and won. I watch these because it fascinates me. So when I see in 2002, the late B.J. Nordich, God rest his soul, started the CDR and ran and then folded, and when he went back to the PLP, and a lot of the late Charles Maynard and others, and the late Fenton Nemore, rest their souls, went to the FNM, and I watched that party then. I watched Branville McCartney, a brilliant person, excellent politician, started DNA and moved it through and gave it to Komalafi, but I see the DNA didn't go anywhere. I watched this. I watched the PLP as a little boy, and I always tell people this on Sundays. We only had dinner as a family once a week because my dad was a hotelier, and that was a day of education, politics, the Catholic Church, Chippenham, and I watched him talk about how the PLP was formed in '56 but didn't win the government until '67. The FNM was formed in '71, didn't win the government until '92. They persevered, but there were two parties. It wasn't a third party there. I mean, you had some third parties, the NDP and others during the time. and the BDP and the FNM went through some splits and all that. Yes, we know all that history. But the bottom line is, I believe in two parties, and the people, the donors, believe in two parties. That's why they either support the FNM or the PLP, or they give to both.
Yes.
So,
yes. And that to me, that speaks well, because 90% of the Bohemians believe the same thing, because it shows by the poll.
Yeah, it does. It is. And my argument isn't, you need money to buy votes. No, I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about headquarters in this constituency. Your messaging, your printing of your plan, your platform, your T-shirts. If you can do these things, your posters. The people who work in cards to get them to the spots to campaign, all that stuff. That costs money.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've seen the COI out doing, they have their little bottle and asking for doing the donation things here and there.
Hubert Ingham started that. Hubert Ingham started that in '91 when they used to have the $1 day, and you sit and they used to be on the side. Not we, but I never did it. But others be on the side of the road with the bottle in their hand, asking you to put money in it.
Yeah, but you see, you have to stick with it. Like how Brendan McCartney did. I thought he was going somewhere too, but then I realized. The first time he got votes, he got a good number.
He got 13,000 plus, and then that dropped down the next time, and that dropped down the next time.
Yeah, because the people realize that no matter how you look at it, it's two parties.
There you go. And I got to go to break.
Yep.
Thanks, Pearlie L. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend.
You do the same.
This is Talking Heads Friday with Pearlie in the house filling in for Naughty. 96.9 FM on Guardian Radio. We'll be right back. Caller, you don't go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere, caller. I'm coming right back to you after this break. We'll be right back.
We can trace time in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long. And I'm hoping that you sing my song.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce, to its cheddar and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good.
Fine style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. If you want those slacks hemmed or just taking the waist, then fine threads is your place. If you wanna look suave and debonair everywhere you go, like you're supposed to be in a video, wanna step out and look great, then fine threads is your place. Refined style with elegant taste, then fine threads is your place. Is your place. Is your place.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop for all your footwear needs. You will find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
You are invited to the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium, October 23rd through 28th, 2024. Bringing the action will be the national teams from Cuba, Curacao, Dominican Republic, U.S. Virgin Islands, St. Martin, and Team Bahamas. There will be 3 games daily from October 23rd to 27th, and the championship gold and bronze games on October 28th. Don't you miss it. The 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup at the Andre Rogers Baseball Stadium. Save the date, set your alerts, and be there.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
It's time for The Buzz. What are you buzzing on? Brought to you by John Shoes.
And welcome back to Talking Heads on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. A 30-second lecture from a former teacher. And started out saying don't let the side down, and I do apologize for. I don't know how I just looked at the word and misrepresented the word. So when I do wrong, I look forward to you telling me, Pearlie, that's not the right pronunciation. That's not the right way to do it, because I'm only trying to become a better talk show host. I'm trying to get to the level that some of the Naughties and the Dwight Straughns and the former Zhivago Langs and some of the former radio talk show hosts that have been on. So I welcome any criticism to correct me when I'm wrong. 52, how you doing?
Yeah, bless up.
What's up, my brother?
Yeah, your teacher's actually correct, but you wasn't incorrect. You said repatriation instead of reparation.
Yeah, I should have said reparation.
Yeah, but they do look alike, if you know what I mean. It is with the word repatriation, right? The Latin word pater, father.
And the word
return to the fatherland.
Reparation comes from the word.
Also, I'm a dummy, so I want someone to help me with the word legacy debt, right? So I know legacy is a will or something you leave with someone, right? So to me, all of these bills are legacy debt because the people got to pay them is my children and your children's children. Legacy debt.
Okay.
But the legacy debt is stuff owed to employees, et cetera, and benefits and all these different things. But they could come on and explain what a legacy debt is because I'm tired of the euphemism and all the ism and the schisms. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Of the taxpayers' funds, et cetera, et cetera. So I mean, it is what it is, Pearlie. But don't get caught up in the midst. Believe you me, we are being duped. You look at. I wanted to make a joke. I said, yeah, you talk about Trump and Kamala, right? Hey, Trump, give me a guess. But we shouldn't have said that. He said Kamala wasn't born smart, but I thought that was quite derogatory. I mean, she wasn't born smart. Of course, she's an intelligent lady, but that doesn't mean. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if she's saying that because she's.
No, it's if you pay attention to what both of them are saying, they're going at each other, and people are saying that he's dumb as a squirrel, so he's trying to make people think she's dumb. That's all.
Yeah, but say there's still some low blow in politics. Anyhow,
yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, my brother. Thanks for calling. And we know the word reparation comes from the root word is repair. So do forgive me, people out there. Let's get to these texts. Texts. See, I already screwed up. Let's get to the text that we have here. We have a number of texts. Great show as usual. If you're paying a low light bill, you have to be living in the bush. Child, Pearlie, my light bill is $49, so it's working for me. My light used to be $100, but I ain't know for how long, so I better be quiet. But then it depends on, I want you to look at your bill and see, and I think it's the kilowatt hours, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you look at to see if that rate has changed. You should have a lower light bill in October, November, because those of us who have air conditioners, we would have turned them off by now. The kids went back to school in September, so there's less use of electricity throughout the day. So you should have a lower bill, a lower total bill. But is your kilowatt hour bill going down? Is that rate that you're paying going down? And that's the question to ask. To point out the elephant in the room, if the electricity bill for businesses is up, that's $30 off. The consumer bill will be eaten up in 150% price increase in consumer goods. Okay. The $100,000 coming from the cookie jar. I hope I get mine first. Pearlie, the lady will agree with anything. I listened to her lambaste PLP and FNM, but now listening to her, she believes in the two-party system. I bet you, if you say tomorrow you're going with the third party, she will agree. I don't think so. I think she's holding her ground on what she believes, and I ain't going to no third party. I'd rather sit down and don't go to none. Pearlie, the third party that had a chance of winning was the DNA. Brandville caused them when he accepted a senator seat under the FNM that killed the DNA dad. I don't, okay, if that's your argument, fine. But I don't think that's what it is. I don't think, and see, you got to look at and if I remember the numbers, in 2012, you had probably 150,000 people registered. He got about 13,000. So that was he got about 10, maybe, about 10% of the vote. And I'm rounding off, about 10%, 12% of the vote. I don't know if you would have seen a exponential growth in numbers and take him up to 50 plus 1% of the votes cast to win. And I don't know if he had the financing. He had some financing then, but I don't know if he had the financing to run a full-fledged election in 40 plus seats and win. And see, and it's not knocking what you're trying to do as a third party, And my argument is the financing of it and getting into it and buying yards on the radio and buying the television ads and paying to have rallies and all that if you're going to do that kind of stuff. Because they are some of the things you have to do in an election campaign. And all that costs money and nothing free. So that's, we'll get to that. We can talk to third party some more in the future. Callie on there, how you doing?
Hey, Willie, good afternoon. Trust all is well.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Right there, my brother. Listen, text that you just read just now about the Democratic National Alliance and Brandon McCarthy.
Uh-huh.
The DNA during that election, to be exact, was 13,160
Okay.
votes.
All right.
Okay. I think the Bahamian people really miss the concept of what was trying to be established. It was not that Brand tried to move the party towards the FNM at that particular time. It was a accumulation between Mrs. Loretta Butler Turner, who was out there, a very powerful force in this country. And, many people know the strength and power that she carries.
At the time,
and the formidable power that Brandville himself had.
Yes.
To bring those two together to formalize something new, saying that everybody complains about the PLP and the FNM. It really baffles me how much people who really talk about change and afraid to take the leap of faith to bring in new persons into this caucus who perhaps bring about that change that they talk about. But because we are all so steeped into the two major political parties, and you have other persons who are brave enough to offer themselves, to take up the baton, to pick up the mantle, and try to do something that is different. You don't know what these persons are capable of doing unless you give them an opportunity to do so. And that is the part that I don't understand about Bahamians. We will complain about this two-party system until the cow comes home. But when a chance comes about, because you're not going to know everybody that presents themselves in a political atmosphere, there will always be the unknowns. But you need to go and do your homework, and the candidate also has to do their homework to expose what is it that they bring to the table. So, this thing about, these people are new, we don't know who they are, or we don't know if they just come in to grab the cookie jar, or anything like that.
But that is a legitimate argument.
Yeah, even though it may be legitimate, but we already know what we're getting from everybody else who has already been there.
But
so if you're complaining about them, then how do you expect to change the status quo if you don't give other people an opportunity? You think everybody knew who Sir Lyndon was? Do you think everybody knew who?
Yeah, but hold on. I hear that, but Sir Lyndon was successful in some other things he did. He came home from. So I'll give you a story. Before you go, I'll give you a story. I was talking to a prominent business owner. This was about 30 years ago, and I was telling him about somebody who was giving me some advice, and he was like, "What has been his success in life? If he's not succeeded in anything in life, how is he going to advise you on how to be better?" And I'm saying, if you got people who want to run this country, and you can't run your own business properly, or you can't run some other things properly, how you gonna run a big country?
Well, I can accept that from you, Pearly. But the thing is, still, the bottom line is, who all knows all of these persons who are presenting themselves?
And I'm giving them to sell themselves to me. Let me see your plan. Send me your plan. Don't tell me go look for your plan.
Okay.
Give it to me and come say, hey, Pearly, read this. This is what I'm about. And let me read it. And I might say, but it making sense, I might say, it doesn't make it. So you can't, go on the website and read. No, you trying to get me to do it.
Well,
my background is sales and marketing. All right. And when I walk into a business to sell something, I know my product and I selling it to you. I ain't telling you, you know what, if you go pull this up, you'll see what it. No, I telling you everything about the product I'm trying to sell to you. I'm telling you everything what you need to know, and I'm giving you the information, making it easy for you to make a decision. I ain't making you work for the information. And it's the same thing if you're trying to get me to vote for you.
Well, I agree with you, Pearly. I cannot argue against that.
Okay.
But all I have to do in closing is saying that I believe that the plans that that Democratic National Alliance, whom I was a part of and still they revere highly, I believe that their plans, they did present viable outcomes of what their plans potentially could have produced, but
Yes,
the
they
PNP
did.
people just did not allow them to bring the stuff forward. And
I agree.
we just wouldn't know, right?
I agree.
So anyway, my brother, thanks for taking the call. Continue to agree.
Thank you, my brother. Thanks for calling. Callie on there. How you doing?
Doing well, Purdy. How you doing, man?
In this corner.
Yeah, but I just want to say respect to you, man. I really appreciate how you run the show, especially the day when you were but I really appreciate you, man. And you don't have to try to get on the level of those other fellas, man. You're already there, man. As a matter of fact, I think they need to try to get more on your level because look like you ain't going to tolerate too much talking, too much. Look like you're ready to act. And I mean, so I really appreciate that about you, buddy.
Thank you.
You do a good job, buddy. You don't have to try and excel to any higher lights, man. Just keep doing the job you're doing, buddy.
Thank you. I hope I could get out the show. You're spelling my head, but thank you.
Man, but I just being real with you, Purdy.
Hey, I appreciate that, my brother.
Yeah, man, just being real with you. I really appreciate how you care on the radio, how you carry yourself professionally and everything else, man. Come like you could handle any situation, brother.
I was raised the right way.
But what I want, like I agree with, I think that was Jeff just now when he said, we need to see what the people bring to the table.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm tired of people coming and talking about, give me a chance, let me get a chance to lead. You know, that kind of way, because, I mean, I I don't want to go to no woman and be like, please give me a chance, be begging the woman to give me a chance. I want the woman to see something in me to the point where she comes to me and asks me to be her man.
Okay.
You understand? Like how Queen of Sheba was admiring Solomon and she went to seek him out.
Amen.
Right? So what we need is individuals in this country who have ideas to the point where we as a people say, that idea is so great. Come and, you know what I mean? We need to back people like with ideas, not individuals who just come and do one lead, but because we've already had enough of that for decades, and we need to get over this personality thing. Mm-hmm. We be calling individuals names who has already been in politics as if they could come back and bring us some kind of solution. Yeah. You know, the kind of, and I get sick and tired of hearing about that because I think someone called Dwight based upon along that same premise.
Okay.
You know, that kind of way as like we carry the discussion in the wrong way. Like when they have in party politics, like we all are talking about it. Like we get caught up in the wrong discussion and personalities as opposed to like what these people really doing and what they really about.
Yes.
You know, that kind of way. And so, like I say, I don't feel as if you have to be in leadership to lead, Pearly. I mean to bring changes, Pearly. I think you need ideas. You know, the kind of way. Like
yes.
Joseph was a leader in Egypt when he helped Pharaoh them through the farming and stuff. You know, that kind of way. But because of what he did, he was put in the place of leadership.
Elevated to leadership.
You know, because he demonstrated that he had ideas to solve problems. You understand where I'm coming from? So what we need to do is we need to stop with these people who only come in with their talks. You understand where I come from? Because honestly and truthfully, Pearly, when you're talking about running the country, I believe you could run the country, Pearly, run the country, no big deal. I mean, we really and truly, Pearly, think about it. Just think about it, Pearly, right?
Uh-huh.
You're put in a position where all you have to do is make the best decisions for the people. Right?
Yes.
You are given advisors, and you have the access to any expertise that you need to figure out what this problem is or how best to suit this. And then you need to sit back and just make a decision and say, okay, you know what? This is the best thing for the people. You understand? Now, what's so difficult? What's so difficult about that?
If we do it right,
people, let's quit with these people who are so hard to lead, and let's look for people who have ideas.
Who want to bring real change.
To get us to implement, and let's back those people who have ideas that we know can bring changes, and let's stop playing around with these jokers who just want to go sit up in the House Assembly and do whatever else. But good job, man. But like I say, keep up the good work, my buddy. You don't have to try and excel to anybody's level, man. You're there already.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's good stuff. Callie on there. How you doing, man?
Hi, Pearly.
Hi.
Coming back.
What's up?
The gentleman that called and say he didn't understand what I was saying by supporting two parties.
No, he's saying you've knocked both parties, and if Pearly to go to a third party, you come in with Pearly. Now I don't mind if you love me and won't come with me, but I say I don't think so. I think you believe in the two-party system as I do.
Thank you, because that's what I meant. I'm not saying. Of course, I support whoever is good for this country. Okay, doesn't mean I vote for them, but the point is, if they're good for the country, I support you. But my thing is, like you, I don't believe in party system. I believe in two parties, PLP and FNF. You understand?
Yes.
That is what I meant. That's what I want him to understand. And whoever I support, or whoever he think I support, tell him rethink it.
And if tomorrow the PLP is to dissolve its party, or the FNM dissolve their party, and it's the PLP and the COI, then we make a choice between those two. Or if the FNM and the COI, we gonna make a choice between the two. And that's the way I believe. I believe in the two. That's Pearly's view. I'm not telling you if they believe what I believe, you know.
No, I don't. I believe that's how I have always believed.
Yes. Okay.
Because I don't. I mean, I see a place for persons, those persons who trying to start those other parties the way I see it. Please forgive me for what I'm about to say. It's like persons like a Baptist church that pops up everywhere.
Don't say Baptist. Let's say a church, because they don't all be Baptist. Okay, so I don't want you to say that. Let's say a church that pops up.
Somebody is disgruntled with the pastor,
and you go form your own church,
or they feel like they know a little more, so they decide to start their own church, and then so on and so forth. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So the two parties that are there are who get my support, whether I vote for them or not. If they're good for this country, I can give you props.
Thank you. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
Take care, my love. Okay, let me read a couple of these texts. Pearlie, you are absolutely correct. If I'm selling a product, why would I force the customer to do the legwork to buy my product? Another thing you didn't mention is the tone and manner that COI came across. Her attitude alone was a turnoff. The great show as usual. I don't read the views of the Bahamas I hosted by Pearlie. Both PLP and FNM already have their cronies in place, so as long as they stay in power, the rest of us will never get opportunities. Okay, I hear you. Call you on there. How you doing?
First.
Hi.
Well, I can call you. The caller before the last was saying he's being real, but GNN is the real. The real is a term.
Yes, sir.
To say on national radio, I believe in a two-party system, very myopic way of thinking.
Why?
You see, because first of all, we weren't put here to serve men. We send those men to do our bidding.
Yes.
You understand me? We ain't put here to serve no two-party system.
But see, it ain't a matter of serving, it's just a matter of what you believe in. Listen, let me show this. In the the great United States of America, they have a two-party system. Third parties don't work there. The Green Party, nothing happens for the Green Party.
Yes.
And if you look at in Europe, if you look at the countries that end up having coalitions because the third parties them spoil stuff, and when I say spoil, they take some votes from here and there, and it does not work. It's not healthy for the country.
I would never say something stupid because I believe in a two-party system. You know why?
Why?
I am a nationalist.
And that doesn't take away from me. But
I believe in the well-being of my nation.
Yes.
And whoever comes
and I
can present. What?
Go ahead. I let you talk.
Whoever comes and can present themselves on a national level, that is who I give it, even if it's a dog.
Well, if that, and guess what?
Hold on.
Hold on, but it's still, hold on now. Hold on. Just take our time now. Go ahead. I'll let you talk.
Good. Because the PLP Bahamians are some people, I sometimes I be disappointed in us as Bahamians because Bahamians don't do their studies. And Bahamians don't understand what's going on. The FNM was headed by Christie, and the FNM was headed by Ingram, and the PLP was headed by Christie.
And in that election, yes.
What should that tell you about what's going on with the two-party system?
What? Because
Pendleton told them his bedside prior to 92.
Nah, you ain't. Hold on. You ain't sure Pendleton said that. That's what people telling you he said. Were you there? Were you there?
I'm the son of a politician.
My question is, were you there?
Oh.
Yes or no? Simple
yes or no.
And
I always say this to the Bahamian people.
Okay.
Pendleton called them his bedside when he was sick.
All right.
And he told them about the divide and conquer. And he told Christie, you come to the PLP. You can handle this.
Listen, and I wasn't there, so that's talk with people. That's talk with people say. And I can't come out and say he said it because I don't know if that's absolutely true or not. I don't know, and it's not to knock it that he said it or not. I don't think, and knowing Sir Lyndon, God rest his soul, I don't think he would go and say, oh, you go Christie, you go here. Because Christie joined the PL, went back to the PL, because if you remember the story at Doctor's Vomit, long before Sir Lyndon was sick. Okay, he went back in 1992. They split. And they had a fight, and they split, and they both, and all right, let's do this here. Call coming to you right now. They had an argument. Hubert Ingram, Arthur Hanna, Perry Christie, all right, they all had an indifference. And Arthur Hanna went to Sir Lyndon and said, we should both resign. All right, Ingram decided that he would go to the FNM after Sir Perry Christie joined the PLP back. And was given a nomination and was made minister brought back and made a minister and ran and they lost and Ingram won the government. That's the history. That is the history. I am a son of a politician as well. I'm the nephew of a politician. And I study this and I keep telling you on Sundays was an educational process at our dinner table. Call you on there.
Early.
Hey.
I had family on both sides of that little Prime Minister runoff. And I can tell you right now, I was there when they was laughing at me. People said, you see how bad you scared or how bad I thought about you. You understand? But anyway, that's neither here or there. But I fully believe that statement that previous caller made because I was there when I see them two together with family members. Carrying on about saying this is how I do you this.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because I sit down and have arguments with my friends too, but I have friends on both sides of the divide. I have a very dear friend. And him a very dear friend. And him and I, when elections call, we don't talk. We call and say, hey, buddy, how you doing? You all right? You all right? Love you, bye. Click. Because we get into nasty political arguments and we get mad at each other. But it doesn't change us being good friends because we're on different sides of the political divide. And it doesn't change if it doesn't change. It's just what your views and your beliefs are. I admire men who could be friends and still think differently.
Exactly.
Okay.
Have different points of view.
Yes.
But I wanted to say, 3 callers ago, the guy was saying how anyone could be prime minister and all of that, right? And I'm not saying anybody, but I have come to the assumption that a lot of the callers that call your radio stations throughout the day, some of the sharpest minds in our country.
Yes, some sharp people call me. I do agree with you.
They're not, I don't know if they're being disengaged or by these political parties or if they have put their hands in the ring. I just want to let them know if they either come together as an independent or try and join some of these parties, they could affect change. I would suggest they try and infiltrate these parties. You know what I mean?
I believe
and
change
bring their
from within.
visions.
I hear
bring
you,
their
brother.
ideas,
I agree
bring
with
their
you.
visions to the party for the better Bahamas and try it that way. Like you say, it's very hard for a third party to get in around here.
It is.
It is. I mean, I rooting for them, but it's hard, man.
No, it is hard.
Tough.
It's very
People's
hard.
mentality are still the same. You understand? The overwhelming majority of the person's mentality are still the same.
Yeah.
You may have maybe about 20% who are, a little sharp and listen and are very knowledgeable and know what's going on in the country. But I would say roughly 80% don't listen to the radio, don't listen and don't have no knowledge of what's going on. They only worry about the roads and things and stuff like that. But the real stuff that's going on in the country, they're not hearing about and they're not concerned about.
Okay.
So those persons, I want to let them know that you all who call in this station all the time and giving you all input and all that, you all need to make the change, myself included.
Amen.
Thanks, Burley.
Thank you, my brother.
Alrighty.
And just to piggyback off that call up, I firmly believe from change, I believe in change from within. But our problem is, and I don't say our problem, millennials, the young generation want to take over immediately. And I'm not killing them for that. They want to take over in college, they get master's degree, doctorate degree. They have the ideas and they don't want to work from down and up. When I went to another place, another radio station to work, and some of the rules that was put down, some of those announcers had a problem with it because they thought that they could have done things right away. But I know certain announcers started out the midnight to dawn shift, and all he could have said was name of the station, and it is 4 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't say anything else. And he had to build up to taking himself all the way to program director. And I believe if you want to see change, you come into that party, get involved, and bring your ideas and share your ideas. Because if you have a good idea, brothers can jump on that idea. Brothers can jump on that idea. So as we end our weekend, as we begin our weekend, I should say, thank you so much for the calls. Thank you for the texts. So sorry to get to the, we ran out of time on this one, but on the back half of this, after the news, we get into sports. Clint will be here, hopefully Eric, Naughty, and we'll be talking about the NFL weekend, and I can brag, but my Dodgers. Thank you so much. This is Pearly filling in for Naughty today on Guardian Radio 96.9. We'll be right back.
And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along.
Live living with a neurological condition shouldn't define you. At Cleveland Clinic in Florida, we do whatever it takes to make life better today while discovering new treatments for a brighter tomorrow. From epilepsy management to specialized spine care and brain tumor surgery, we're delivering world-class neurology care for the day-to-day, for the days you live for every care in the world. Visit clevelandclinicflorida.org/Caribbean.
Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good.
Are you looking to save for a big purchase or occasion? Do you want your money to start making money for you? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond. I am guaranteed to earn interest on your money with terms ranging from 1 to 6 years. Government savings bonds are available to all Bahamians, and for as little as $100, you can start to save for your future. The Bahamas Government Savings Bond, a safe investment guaranteed. Check out the Central Bank of the Bahamas website for details.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Feeling lucky? Here's Cuban Willie's numerology report. Brought to you by the Island Game.
Wepa, soy Joe Cuban Willie. It's so happy today because today is Friday, everybody. It's the weekend, baby. And you know, I got the double whammy slammy for you. The 3-ball and the 4-ball coming at you. The 3-ball for today on Friday. 302. That's your 3-ball for today. And your 4-ball, 5619. 619. That's your 3 and 4-ball double whammy slammy for you to win today on Friday with the Island Game. Stay winning, my friend.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Talking Heads with Naughty is brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup, Burger King, the Cancer Treatment Centers of America, the Central Bank of the Bahamas, Cleveland Clinic, ESC Distributors Limited, Fine Threads, the International Culture, Wine and Food Festival, John's Department Store, Joker's Wild, KFC, Naughty Johnny's, Perth Seas Island Games, Prince Masters, and Tropical Gyros.
And welcome back. Welcome back to Guardian Radio Talking Heads on a Friday, a wet Friday. This Pearly in the house filling in for Naughty. He got a gig, so try to help him out here. I hope he's making some people laugh. 96.9 FM Guardian Radio. So good to have you here. Just before I get to you, caller, I get a certain person that's wrong me if I don't do this. So we can get right into today in sports history. Oh, yeah, call me. 323-6232, 325-4316. 325-4259 or 242-300-5720 and text me on the text line powered by BTC 422-4796. Today in sports history, today is Friday, October 18, 2024. And today in sports history, in 1873, the first rules for intercollegiate football by representatives from Rutgers, Yale, Columbia, and Princeton universities. In 1924, Red Gagne, Illinois, scored 4 touchdowns in the first 12 minutes of a game against Michigan. He scored a 5th touchdown, intercepted a pass, and threw a touchdown pass in the second half. In 1950, Connie Mack announced that he was going to retire after 50 seasons as the manager of the Philadelphia Athletics. In 1956, NFL Commissioner Bert Bell disallowed the use of radio equipment helmets by NFL quarterbacks. Well, that's what they do now. In 1967, the American League granted permission for the A's to move to Oakland. Also, new franchises were awarded to Kansas City and Seattle. In 1968, two black athletes, Tommy Smith and John Carlos, were suspended by the U.S. Olympic Committee for giving a Black Power salute during a ceremony at the Mexico City. In 1968, at the Summer Olympics in Mexico City, Bob Beamon set a record of 29 feet 2 inches in the long jump. The record remained unbroken until August 30th, 1990, when Mike Powell jumped 29 feet 4 inches. In 1977, Reggie Jackson tied Babe Ruth's record for hitting 3 home runs in a single World Series game. Jackson was only the second player to achieve this. They ain't mentioned the team. In 1997, Hanson sang the national anthem at the opening of the World Series. Sports quote of the day: "I'm going to become the things I've been through. I regard it as a step up." Al Conover, Rice football coach. Interesting. Caller. Let's before I get to the caller, quick, let's just do the home field. Brought to you by Burger King. Guardians stun the Yankees. Noel ties it with a 9th, and Fry walks off in the 10th. That was something. That was something. The bullpen failed the Yankees. Yes, the bullpen failed the Yankees, Jeff and Noddy. All Caribbean Wrestling brings another event to the Bahamas. That should be fun. And collegiate golf underway at Ocean Club. And we just spoke about that yesterday with the University of Bahamas coach. So they got collegiate golf going on at Ocean Club. That's wonderful. Super. I love to see that. I used to play a lot of golf. It sucked, but I was still played. Carly on there. How you doing?
Really?
Hey.
I don't normally cross over to sport.
Okay.
But I was taken aback by the disrespect you showed me by cutting me because you may not know something.
No, I didn't cut you. You went, hold on. Stop. I don't cut you. You went dead, so I thought you were gone. It went quiet, and I said hello and no answer.
Never disrespected anybody on Guardian.
No, you have not.
Passionate
and if
what I say.
If you feel that I disrespect you, I humbly apologize. I was not cutting you. When I said to be that the producer that cut you, so it wasn't nothing intentional. It was nothing disrespectful. I respect you, and I look forward to your calls every time because you bring wisdom to the radio station.
Accepted.
Okay.
Let me get off the sports show before somebody else try to knock me off.
No, we ain't gonna do that. But I apologize. But I wouldn't do. I don't do that to you, man.
Yeah, because GNN don't call. They're talking.
GNN, you know I don't do that. If there's a few of you I look forward to hearing from because you do bring wisdom too. Whether I agree with you or not, I can never tell you because I want everybody's opinion.
Yeah, well.
Okay? So we still friends, right? We still friends, right?
Yeah, man, I ain't that petty, man.
All right, brother.
That's why I called you back and tell you what I got
fine.
to say.
And that's not a problem.
People wouldn't do it.
No, that's not a problem. That's fine. Okay?
All right, then.
All right, my brother. You take care.
All right.
Clint, what's happening?
My goodness.
What's happening, my brother?
Right here, man. How you doing?
I ain't good, man. Kamara let me down last night, man. You did tell me that. You did tell me that.
And he was going to do nothing.
And you know I will cry real tears if that other brother put up some points on Sunday.
Yeah, true. Well,
I see the whole thing about this. I'm playing naughty in this one. I gotta beat him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do like me. I dropped what's his name, Javonte Williams.
Okay.
Because I was tired of him and his foolishness, and he got 25 points last night. So
yeah, I saw that.
yeah, and win for losing. Yes.
Let's take this quick call. I'll call you on the air.
Eric, salutations.
What's happening, my brother? Eric, you're here. How you doing?
Everything going, man. Can't complain.
Okay.
Yeah, the tire shop getting some stuff straight. You know how that goes.
I know how that is. So I got everybody here. I got you, Clint. I got you, Eric. We can get right into it. But before we get into it, I got to brag a little bit. How about them Dodgers?
How about them Dodgers, mate? Shout out Kings, man. Shout out Kings.
Man, you all got a cheat code.
Why? We got a cheat code.
Really?
No, yeah. He's called Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts. That's our cheat code.
Exactly. Tawny alone. And next year he's going to start pitching.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes.
That's the thing.
Yes.
He even pitching.
I expect him to put up the same batting numbers next year because he can be pitching, but I expect him to carry the team. And then we'll have Glasnow back, we'll have Gasanol back, we'll have Gatterall back, we'll have Dustin May back, and we'll have Kershaw back. I'll be excited about it. This year's just the gravy win, and next year will be the best win.
Jeez. I need my Yankees to hurry up and win this ring.
How you can hurry up and win? What in your bullpen failing you? I hope this ain't what we can be. I hope this Yankees we saw last night isn't what we've been seeing early in the season. Because if that it is, you're all in trouble.
But I was heartbreaking, eh?
Wow. You got a 2-run lead. That's Judd and Stanton that put you up by 2. You got a 2-run lead in the bottom of the ninth, and then with 2 out, and the brother hit a home run to tie it up, and then come back in the bottom of 10, and the next one hit it
and win. Yeah.
That was a good day in baseball yesterday.
Sounds like my Blue Jays.
Yeah, sounds like your Blue Jays. And if the Yankee story of the Blue Jays is an up-and-coming team because I love your shortstop. They're going to be in trouble next year.
Yeah, they better hurry up and get some other pieces to that team, though.
Yeah. But that's enough bragging because I don't want to spoil it. To be playing as I talk to you, the game is starting right now.
Yeah, and you guys should go down 10-0 by the end of the second inning.
Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be a whole lot of fun? Well, they held us. We didn't score in the first inning, so they're all right.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, last night's game, I didn't expect that. I thought it would have been a close game. I thought it would have been 20-17, and I think Clint, you thought it was been 12-9 or 15-12 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I said it was going to be 19-12.
Yeah,
I knew it would be pretty low scoring. I said definitely take the under.
Yeah, and it did stand because the over was 47, I think, was it, or 41?
I'm not 100. I thought it was like 39.
Okay,
it was under.
So they went over. They went because they scored 43 between the two.
Was it?
Yeah, 33-10 was the score.
I don't know what this. I know the Saints wasn't going to win. I knew that, but I wasn't expecting all of that from Denver.
Yeah.
Denver defense. That's what 4 straight now. Right?
Yeah, their defense looked pretty good last night.
Their defense is. That's what I was saying yesterday. Their defense is playing really well, and Bo Nix is a better runner than he is a passer.
Yeah.
But
they
didn't let him unleash like a college quarterback last night and pay it off.
Boy, they cost me Kamara. Oh man, I should have, Clint. I like I said, I listen to you from now on. I don't care what you tell me. If you tell me play naughty at quarterback, I can play naughty. Because
I'm not always Chris Olave out, Derek Carr out, half of the defense was I'm injured and who ain't concussed. I mean, almost catch a concussion just like the flu. So yeah, I wouldn't expect the Saints to win, but I wasn't expecting all of that from the Broncos. Not by a long shot.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, well, the Saints can be run on, so whoever you have in fantasy playing the Saints next week, put them running back and quarterbacks in if there's a running quarterback.
I see that. So this weekend the big game. This weekend is your team, Eric.
Yeah, my Super Bowl rematch.
But I got a friend tell me don't start Purdy. I'm gonna start Hurts over Purdy, and I think I game with Hurts.
Start Hurts over Purdy. Okay.
Yeah. Well, because of the fact that Hurts is a better runner.
Yeah, if you're looking at the fantasy point standpoint, then yes.
Yeah. I don't think.
I know for sure. They have great rush defense over there, and our team is predicated on the rush to start a game. So, Kyle have something dialed up.
Okay.
He needs to have some play action dialed up. First play action, have a dial up.
Anybody coming back? Well, is your superstar? Is he done for the season, or you just don't know yet?
We just don't know yet. It's not November. That's when they said that we would have a definitive answer. Last check, he's still in Germany. Getting checked out. There have been rumors that he has, tendonitis in both Achilles. So.
But it's not a tear or anything like that. It's just tendonitis.
No, right. Or they're not saying it's a tear.
But they're not saying it's a tear. Okay.
And I can tell you, I just recently had tendonitis in my Achilles, and that was one of the most painful things I've ever had in my entire life.
For real?
So if it was a tear, anyone who has ever had a tear, oh my goodness, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah. And he needs those Achilles. He knows it.
So I have an interesting, just to put this, I have an interesting final 10. You know, Noddy likes Rich Eisen and Coward, but I'm a Stephen A. Smith fan. And he has an interesting take on Jerry Jones and think Jerry Jones should be ashamed of himself. And he actually talks a lot about the Jets move as well. So that's going to be our final 10 to hear what he has to say about Jerry Jones. But I want to ask you, Clint, I think you said Jerry Jones is the problem with Dallas.
He has been for years. You know, he hires all these people. Every coach that look at all the coaches in the past. They've all been very quiet. They're not no Bill Cowher, John Gruden, who looks like they can take the, you know, if you're not playing the game right, he's going to take the equipment off of you and go in himself and do it. He's got these quiet coaches that'll just do what he says.
Yeah.
And that's just the same way with everybody on the coaching staff. And when they're drafting, it's just he needs to just sit back and let his son run the team.
You think his son will do a better job?
He can't do any worse.
Yeah, that. What do you think, Eric?
Jerry Jones is his own worst enemy. Is his team's own worst enemy. He has to be on the sidelines. He won't be in the owner's box. He won't talk to the media. He won't talk to the press. He wants to be on radio. He won't be in television. Like was said by Clint. The last big name coach he had was Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells was after Jimmy Johnson or before Jimmy Johnson.
Keep their tail between their legs. Keep quiet. Let him talk. Let him speak. Let him give the pulse of the team. Why are you giving the pulse to the team? I assume because he in every practice, he in the training room, he in the weight room, he in the quarterback room, the wide receiver room, the running backs room. Like, bruh, be the owner. Look at Mr. Kraft.
Yeah.
Mr. Kraft has come down to the sidelines only in AFC Championship game moments.
Yeah.
When they can win.
Yeah.
And Super Bowl moments.
Yeah.
When they can win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, he stays up there with his white collar, up in the owner's box. Be the owner, bro.
And that's chilling. And you hire these coaches. You have them enough trust that they can run the program. They can run the team.
Exactly. I've never heard Robert Kraft. The only time I think he really spoke out, I'm against Bill Parcells was the Tom Brady to do when they was deciding whether they wanted to keep him or release him. If Robert wanted to keep him, of course, and Bill was ready to let him. That's it. Other than that, he said nothing.
Yeah, and that's what it should be.
20 plus years.
That's why you hire a head coach. That's why you hire DC, OC. You hire coaches. You hire personnel coaches. Fellas, they evaluate scouts.
And they let go of Josh McDaniels and brought him back. I didn't hear one word from Robert Kraft.
Yeah, exactly.
Not one.
Yeah.
Listen, that's your team.
Yeah.
That's what you want. You paying him.
Yeah, and he would have the discussion with the manager, the general manager, and all that. But you don't need to be trying to outstar your stars. Because I ain't coming to see Jerry Jones. I coming to see Dak. I coming to see Micah. That's what I coming to see.
Exactly.
You know. Let's take this call. Let's see what he got to say. Call you on there. How you doing?
Yeah, brothers.
Hey, Muff. How you doing, brother? What's up?
Yeah, not only a big game too. The Lions and the Vikings is a big game too. But if Arab them could beat Kansas City Sunday, then if they buck in the Super Bowl, then they might get win. If they put a strategy together Sunday to beat them, then if they end up with all them injuries, if they beat them, then they might have a chance. But the Baltimore Bucks game Monday night, that's a crucial game too. That's a crazy game. I'll probably Mayfield look good too, but even though Jackson, Lamar look good too, but that could be a good game. Because you see how they play Cousins, and that's how they say like. So that could be a good game.
I still believe Baltimore's the best team in the AFC. I don't care what nobody tell me. I still believe Baltimore. I picked Baltimore and Detroit.
Yeah,
Mike Evans has
with Baltimore to do the
Bengals
and thing with that 41-31 game, and then the Sunday holiday they came on bad Sunday. But really,
but the Commanders ain't push over either.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They played well considering.
Yeah. You think we could be able to run Flacco out of town Sunday and try to get the 500?
No, I heard today Anthony Richardson is starting for them.
Oh, are you scared? Nah, but I want him starting.
No, actually, if you look at the numbers, Richardson, I think, has not done well. He's pretty decent between between the hash lines, maybe in the 1 to 10 yards. But outside of that, he's not been very accurate. He's shown, I think, 1 touchdown and 7 interceptions, if I'm correct. I'm
He's
not
been horrible.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I rather him.
He's running. That's how you get injured.
He doesn't perform well under pressure. Miami will have to bring some pressure, but you have weaknesses in the edge right now. But Chop Robinson can have to step up his game, and if they put pressure on him, I think Miami will be all right.
All right, that's good. Then we need to get to 500 then.
Okay.
And then with
got a big
Adams,
arm, boy.
Yes, he
with
does.
Adams and Rogers together now against the Steelers in that Sunday night game, boy. I hear the game with Russell. They ain't game with Fields, and Russell could be a little rusty. And they say that, boy, I think the Steelers get beat. 52 of them get beat.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, then.
All right, brother. Thanks for calling.
Let someone else get in. Y'all get to the picks. Y'all have a nice, safe weekend, too, now. And just remember them roads, them slippery out there, so y'all take your time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right.
So, brothers, you think the Jets are a better team now? You think because he got his best friend, I can call him his best friend, Rodgers got his best friend there, that we'll see the Jets that could challenge for the AFC, so we can see some of the same old.
I think that they're a heck of a better team now. They have a true number one wide receiver. Devontae Adams, no matter how old he is, he's still an amazing wide receiver. And he's got that rapport with Rodgers where, they don't even need to speak. They give each other that little head nod and they know exactly they're on the same page. And then you got Wilson on the other side, who is a mini Devontae Adams. You got Alan Lazard there, Breece Hall. I think they're going to be considerably better.
Okay. What do you think, Eric?
Well, listen to me. It makes them so much more of a threat now because you got to respect Devontae and you got to respect
Wilson.
I'm the young Devontae. Yeah, Wilson.
The young
and if you feel some kind of way and want to play for the pass, and Breece Hall can hit you up the middle. They actually now are a team, and the Steelers got so many people injured.
But the Jets only a 2-point favorite.
On Sunday.
They only a 2-point favorite.
So yeah, that's fine. Still gonna understand and realize, oops.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this.
Jets, but all Devontae have to do is go there and run routes,
I got
you don't have to catch a ball till the fourth quarter.
I got you.
Once he's on the field, he presents a legitimate threat.
Yeah, he does.
That's not going to happen. I guarantee you the first ball Rodgers throws it to him.
I agree with you, Clint. I think the first pass Rodgers attempt will be to Devontae Adams.
Of course. But he doesn't need to catch a ball till the fourth quarter. Just be out there.
And I can see him making that first attempt to Devontae, and he gets intercepted for a pick six.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
2 weeks ago, he was out for hamstrings now for 2 weeks. So,
that was no hamstring problem.
I just talk.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a forced trade.
I'm not playing for the Raiders no more. Or trade me.
Yeah.
I believe he pulled the old school. I'm James Harden. That's a James Harden move when he wanted to be traded.
All right. Just before we take our first break, let me ask you all this question. Who do you think is the better team now? Who team has improved a lot better? Will it be the Jets with Adams or is it the Bills with Cooper?
It's the Jets with Adams for me.
That's not even a question.
Just like Dennis Aaron Rodgers, he's a proven champion.
Uh-huh.
And he has his gangrene. And while Amari is a good wide receiver and he will get the tough yards, he's not afraid to run the dirty routes. Him and Josh Allen can need 2-3 weeks to catch themselves.
Precisely.
Okay, we'll take our first break. When we come back, we'll look at a couple of more games and we'll get our picks. My heart is hurting right now. The Dodgers down 3-0 in the first inning. Alonso hit a 3-run shot, but that means nothing because we can score runs. They ain't got no bullpen. We'll be back right after. This is Pearly, Clint, Eric, Guardian Radio, 96.9 Talking Heads Friday. We'll be back right after this break.
Take Take a juicy bite out of life with the new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich. From its 100% premium 120-gram white meat filet, KFC signature ranch sauce, and fresh lettuce to its cheddar cheese and smoky bacon stacked on a toasted brioche bun. You'll love this ultimate sandwich experience. Yes, the fried chicken experts have done it again. The KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is available in original recipe or spicy, but only available for a limited time at your favorite KFC. The new KFC Bacon Ranch Sandwich is here, and it's finger-licking good.
John Shoes and Accessories is your one-stop shop. Find what you're looking for among the growing collection of classic and trendy styles with new arrivals every week. John's covers the whole family and has great prices, helpful and friendly customer service. Your experience shopping with us will be time well spent. Shop with us online at www.johnshoes.com. John's also now carries small home appliances, so come on into John's, located on Rosetta Street in Palmdale and Carmichael Road West. John's, we put fashion at your feet.
Cancer Treatment Centers of America is now City of Hope, creating one of the leading cancer care and research networks from coast to coast, providing more of what you need. More locations means more care closer to home. More specialists means more expertise. More research means more breakthroughs. More advancements means more treatment options. And more options means more hope. Learn more at cancercenter.com.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport convenience stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call G at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
And we're back. Talking Heads Friday, Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. This is Pearlie in the house with two of my brothers, Clint and Eric. Clint Johnson, Eric Sawyer. So glad to have you guys with me. Quick question.
Yes,
should we be worried about Detroit with Hutchinson being gone?
No. He represents a big deal of their defense, but their defense is still stout. Their defense is still completely disciplined, and they can rise to the occasion.
Do they need? They don't need to bring somebody in.
Hutchinson was going to be the defensive player of the year. So sad he's gone, but next man up.
What do you say, Clint?
And they're still putting up 40 points a game. Under 40 and we're good.
That's true. Yeah, my son is a huge Falcon fan. So when I try to go, he said, Daddy, I don't want to talk about it. You ain't get jinx me. His cousin, the real deal.
He's always been good.
He's always been good, yeah.
He's having a lot of fun right now in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
When he does decide that he can actually play with that young, good tight end he have there, he can be a superstar in Atlanta. May get a ring in 3-4 years if he's still active, because I don't know who his agent is, but he gets the best contracts I've ever seen in NFL history.
Yeah, he does.
I've never seen a man get money like this in my life.
One game I'm excited about seeing is these two up-and-coming young quarterbacks, Green Bay and Houston. I think that's going to be a great game to watch. No? You don't agree with me?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's just I wish Nico Collins was out there.
Yeah.
Everybody, because I hate to hear, we only lost because Nico wasn't there.
Yeah.
If that were to be the case.
Yeah. I agree.
He's a big receiver. Big time.
I agree. And then I got a cousin, he wouldn't stop calling me because he thinks the Commanders is the team of the century right now. I like the quarterback. Is he down to earth last week, or you think that was just a arbitrary rarity and he'll be right back on track this week?
Well, he played a good team, so I think he did a great job. He's a great quarterback,
and
he handles everything so well.
Yeah, his accuracy. Ooh, I love his. I don't know if he has the arm of Dan Marino, but he puts the ball right in the right spot. It's almost like perfect passing.
Well, y'all Dolphins always got to bring up Marino and everything.
Hey. I'm surprised you ain't talking about Mandana, but that's all right.
Yeah. That's neither here nor there. Go on the Super Bowl, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. Some people says we have not seen the best of Lamar Jackson yet, and that as the season goes, he's going to get even better. I mean, I know, Clint, you believe in Joe Burrow doing that, improving every game. Will that hold same for Lamar Jackson, or that's no? You're going to see what we're going to.
I think he's going to get better and better. The reason is that he's not taking all those hits running the ball all the time now.
Yeah.
You know, he's got Derrick Henry back there, you know, rushing it and carrying on bad. So he doesn't have to worry about that. He can sit back but he can also throw on the run, and he's got some weapons out there. Andrews is finally starting to catch some balls. So I think he's got better days ahead of him.
Yeah, he looks pretty comfortable. He looks pretty poised now in the pocket. Now that he has weapons and receivers that actually look for the ball as opposed to saying, hey, listen, let me bail you out, seeing that you can't run. Like they're actually running routes and looking to be open, and Lamar could sit there with confidence, knowing full well if he delivers the ball to a spot, that is a good chance for a big play.
Hey, Eric, this should make you happy. I just got this in where Deebo Samuels is cleared to play, and Jordan Mason has no injury designation going into Sunday's game.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Great. But I am not convinced that Deebo is not hurt. That big run play last week looked great, you know. It looked great.
Uh-huh.
If he was tackled, he may not have stayed in the game thereafter. He ran pretty hurt. Like, that was a 60-yard bomb, but it hurt for 59 of those yards.
Wow. Think so?
Yeah, man. Any good Niner fan will tell you, he ran hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see.
I heard Muff say that Fields is going on the bench and Russell is going to be starting for Pittsburgh. That's the right move?
No. The team has rallied behind Fields. Let Fields play until he gets hurt or he loses 2 straight. But for right now, why are you going to bring in a shorter quarterback, a rusty quarterback, a quarterback that hasn't played yet for the season, isn't up to game speed? Practice is one thing when your defense is not supposed to hit you because you got on a red shirt.
Uh-huh.
It's completely different when they are designed and poised to hit you. Now, don't get me wrong. Russell throws a great deep ball. Best deep ball thrower in the NFL, but, bruh, y'all have no line.
Yeah, but
has no offensive line.
Russell didn't lose his job to Fields. He got hurt, and Fields was just next man up. Is that fair for him?
So
is that fair? But is that fair for him not to start?
Tom Brady. I think it's going to be the Tom Brady.
I believe it's completely unfair.
And Drew Bledsoe comparison. I don't think it's going to be that. But
you're going far.
Let him play for the time being.
How is it unfair, Glenn? Is it unfair to Russell or unfair to Fields?
It's unfair to Fields. I mean, he's a young kid compared to Russell, of course, and they're 4-2. It's not like they have a losing record. Now, if they were 2-4, all right, fine, go ahead, throw Russell in. You brought him there for that reason. But now you're telling this kid, look, you did a good job for right now, but we're going to sit you down. That's going to crush his confidence. Like, what else do I got to do to keep a job around here?
Yeah, but he came there as the backup. He came there knowing that Russell Wilson was the starting quarterback. Russell had an injury, so
Of course. Look at Tony Romo and Dak Prescott.
I know that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Well, I mean, we already used Bledsoe and...
Yeah, I know.
It happens. That's the nature of the game. You don't take somebody else out who's hot. Like, I don't understand that at all. Tomlin? Mike
Tomlin, eh?
Yeah, it's the wrong move, in my opinion.
So what Monday morning, if we come in, the Steelers, Russell plays a great game, beats the Jets. What are you going to say to me then? See, I'm a Russell Wilson fan. I'm a huge Russell Wilson fan.
One game does not prove that you deserve that job.
Okay. I got you. All right. Well, we got a few more minutes left. Let's get into the picks. Let me get your views on this, and let's see where we at, and let's see how we're going to look this weekend. Okay, the first game we're going to look at is the 9:30 a.m. Depending, the Jags, all right. New England Patriots at the Jags. Jags are 6-point favorites.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. I think it's going to be better than a lot of people think. Drake May is playing pretty well. Ramondre Stevenson, I think he's healthy. The only problem is that Jacksonville has stayed there from their last game, so they're accumulated to being over there already.
Yeah,
they're not going to have any jet lag, but I think Jacksonville, it's Tank Bigsby time to start running the ball, and they're going to get going. I think Jacksonville will win it.
How does that work? You get to play 2 back-to-back games in London. How's that?
Because the owner he's wanted to bring the team that their home team.
Okay.
In Jacksonville. I mean, from Jacksonville to there.
Okay.
So
there's a test, you think?
No, it's not a test. They just, open the market to playing over there in the UK, and then that's why they're branching out to like Germany and Brazil and other places now.
Yeah. Okay. Tennessee Titans at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo is a 8.5 point favorite.
Yeah. I like Buffalo. Tennessee is just still trash.
Yeah.
Oh wait, back up. That's back up. Did we say who's going to win the Jacksonville Patriots game?
Boy, maybe the Jags, now that they have been acclimated now. I've been over there a week, eaten some scones and drank some tea.
What say you, Clint?
Yeah, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram's healthy too, and that's Lawrence's favorite target.
I like Jacksonville and the points. Buffalo at Titans, you like them in the points or there's a money line?
Points, and I'm not sure what the over-under
40.5, 40 points.
Yeah, I'd probably take the over.
Okay.
Tony Pollard's going to have a good day, but Buffalo is just still Buffalo. Like, they're still a very solid team and got one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Eric?
I taking Buffalo points and game.
I'll take Buffalo on the points. Actually, I'll take Buffalo points and the over. Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's a 1.5 point favorite. The over is 50 points. That's a lot.
Yeah, and I would take the over as well.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams are high-powered offenses.
Okay.
I mean, even linemen are scoring for Detroit.
That's true.
Okay.
Everybody on the field is a threat.
Yeah, okay. I'll take Detroit and I'll take Detroit in the points. I don't know about the over. I don't know. Cincinnati Bengals at Cincinnati at Cleveland. Cincinnati's a 5.5 point favorite. 41.5 points.
Deshaun Watson, just get out of football. Go find something else to do.
Yeah, he sucks. He's terrible.
Yeah, man, he lost like Hansel and Gretel, man. I wasn't expecting all of this. You got your guaranteed money. You got your second chance in the NFL with a fresh team, all kind of weapons, and you're blowing it week after week. You're blowing it. So yeah, man, I got sympathy.
Okay.
You know how happy Amari Cooper is right now.
Although I really need to see Joe Burrow undye his hair. Come on, let's get away from this Macaulay Culkin look now.
Texans at 48 points.
Oy. I think is it in Green Bay?
In Green Bay, yes.
Yeah, I think Green Bay wins it. They're fully healthy. Josh Jacobs is going to run it down them. They're going to control the clock. I think Green Bay will take it in a very close game.
Okay. Seattle.
No Nico Collins?
No Nico.
No Nico, eh?
Green Bay then.
I'll take Green Bay and the points. Seattle at Atlanta. Atlanta 3-point favorites, 51.5 points. Ooh, it's a lot.
Yeah, this is another good game. Boy, that's a tough one. I would probably. I mean, who's favored? Atlanta, right?
Atlanta's 3-point favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably take Seattle in an upset. I like how Kenneth Walker's playing now. He's fully healthy and he's a considerable weapon. And then you got DK, who is just a monster.
I'll take Atlanta and the points. We got to speed it up a little bit, run out of time. Eagles.
Atlanta.
Eagles.
I need Atlanta to win anyway.
Okay. Eagles at the Giants. Eagles are 3-point favorites.
Eagles. Saquon, 200 yards.
I like
monster game, 3 touchdowns.
I like the Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles are healthy.
Commanders 9.5-point favorites. I like the Commanders.
Commanders.
They're playing so well.
The Commanders got a litmus test last week and they almost won. So yeah.
Raiders at the Rams. Rams are a touchdown favorite.
Yeah,
I'll take the Rams. I think Cooper Kupp is coming back this week. They say he's had a good week of practice.
Okay.
And of course now there's no Devontae in Raiderville. They only have Brock Bowers to throw the ball to.
I like the Rams as well. The Chiefs at the 49. We'll come back to that in a minute. The Jets at the Steelers. The Jets are 2-point favorites.
Jets, Jets.
Clint?
Yeah, I like the Jets, and I like Adams to get a lot of balls thrown his way, just so Rodgers could say, "Told you so."
I'm going to be the lone wolf, and I'm going to pick the Jets for the Steelers for the upset. Kansas City Chiefs.
You will be upset then.
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs at the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are 2-point favorites.
If we can solve Spags' blitz packages and keep Purdy clean, we got a real chance.
Clint?
I hate going against Mahomes. He's just too good. The refs like him too much.
Yeah.
They finally got a good run game with Hunt back, Juju's back there as well. I don't know. I kind of like Kansas City.
Well, you'll be the lone. I'm going to take the Kansas Chiefs. And the last game, the Miami Dolphins at the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis are 3-point favorites.
I would take Indy. I just don't trust Miami yet. And there was another game that we haven't talked about.
Which one is that?
For the Cardinal game?
Yeah. Well, no. Buccaneers and Ravens as well.
That's on Monday night. We'll talk about that Monday. Well, let's get a quick. Let's go ahead and take a quick pick. I like the Ravens.
If Richardson is playing, I just feel like, on the better quarterbacks, no matter who starts, are wearing a Colts sign on the helmet.
I got you. I like Miami. My heart. I'm going to go with my heart. Just say the winner. No comments. Raiders at Buccaneers. I like the Raiders. Ravens at Buccaneers. I like the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, Ravens.
Chargers at Cardinals. I like the Chargers.
I like the Cardinals.
I like the Cardinals, bro.
Okay. All right, brothers. Thank you so much. Thank you for the calls, everybody. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Clint. Thank you it's been a great day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. See you back on Monday. Outlook on Monday. This for Eric, for Clint. This has been Talking Heads Friday on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Be safe on those roads, people, and take care of yourselves.
Play with Island Games. We making dreams come true. Play with Island Games. We paying more out to you. Don't mind the noise in the market. You getting cash in your pocket. 'Cause Island Games is spicy and spicy is tradition. So when you play Island Games, we putting Bahamians first. Guaranteed to pay. Island Games. We like them other jokers. We've been here from the start. From the bike to computer. Island Games. We gonna make your dreams come true. We playing with Island Games.
You try to rest, roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece.
Telephone 302-2361.
NASA, are you ready for November 2nd? Because we are ready!
Hi, this is KB, and I will be performing live.
Break and Scrape Explosion. Reloaded.
This is the one and only Fan John letting y'all know that yours truly will be performing.
Oh yeah, this your boy D-Mac, and I'll be performing live. Keep the vibe alive, Music Grill and Top for Sounds Promotion invites you to the biggest Rake and Scrape concert of the year.
And you thought they was gonna leave me out?
Saturday, November 2nd at Super Club Breezes Ground.
It's me, Mama D. This is Wilfred Solomon. Yo, it's your boy Ron. It's your boy Elliot from the New Breed Band.
The biggest artist up at 242.
It's your boy Shine 242. Hey, it's Sherrod Tiller. It's your boy Johnny K. Falcon Show guy. It's your boy DJ Rev.
It's me now, Funky D.
This is your girl Nishi Al-As, a.k.a. Miss Loose Me.
Hey there, this is Freak on Beat.
Hey, this is Cheeto D, and I will be performing live.
Hey, it's me, Julian Belize.
Tickets available at the Beauty Shack and BahamasEtickets.com. The countdown is on. Rake and Scrape Explosion. Best of the best.
Bahamas, you all ready? The biggest and best festival is Nangin Food Festival, October 19th and 20th, right at the historic Fort Charlotte. From 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Sunday, we're bringing you food, drinks, and culture from all over the world. That's right, 20 countries, no passport needed. You hungry yet? And guess what? You can use your Sand Dollar digital currency or pay cash at the gate. We more than like that. And for just $10 in advance, $15 at the gate, you can eat, drink, and party with the world. And if you're bringing the kids, they get it for just $3 in advance. And Saturday night, don't miss the vibes, because from 7 to 10 p.m., the one and only Visage Band is hitting the stage to keep the energy high. Plus, we get plenty parking, so no need to worry about that. Get your advance tickets today. Check out our website and Facebook for pre-sale info. Fort Charlotte, October 19th and 20th. Be there or miss out on the best time of the year. It's the International Cultural Wine and Food Festival. Don't forget about the spooky haunted house.
You're listening to Talking Heads with Naughty, hosted by Earl the Pearl. On Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM.
Quick hitters, and we'll stay in the NFL, more specifically the AFC East, where Davante Adams is now officially a New York Jets. The Jets traded for the All-Pro wide receiver, giving up a conditional third-round pick in exchange. As for Adams, he restructured his contract to lower the salary cap hit to the New York Jets. 2 voidable years were also added to the deal, and the two sides now will discuss Adams' future after this season. Davante Adams is one of the best, arguably the best wide receiver in football. He departed from Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers couldn't make up his mind whether he was going to retire or not. And Green Bay had procrastinated in paying him. So ultimately, when they came to the table after the Las Vegas Raiders threw a boatload of money in his way, he told them to kick rocks. You took too damn long. It's time for me to move on. And even though he's had the Jimmy Garoppolo's, the Derek Carrs, the Gardner Minshew's, and others, he's still recognized as one of the elite receivers in this game today. Him being reunited with Aaron Rodgers should propel the New York Jets. Garrett Wilson is the other wideout on this squad. That brother can ball. Breece Hall is the running back on this squad. That brother can ball. I don't know what the hell is going wrong with Tyron Smith and how awful this future Hall of Famer has been this year. He can't block any damn body. He's already given up five sacks and 16 pressures. Something's got to give. But in the end, this comes down to Aaron Rodgers. When you got that kind of talent surrounding you and you got that defense, it's about you, bruh. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud, just to name a few. You got quarterbacks in the National Football League, particularly the AFC Conference, sitting there, Aaron Rodgers, don't give a damn who you are. You're going to bust your ass. You got to change that kind of thinking. And you got the weapons to do it. So Aaron Rodgers, go out there and do it. Plain and simple. Next up, the Jets weren't the only team in the AFC East that made moves yesterday. The Buffalo Bills acquired wide receiver Amari Cooper yesterday in a trade with the Cleveland Browns. The move gives Josh Allen a true number one option at wideout. I don't want to hear that part, though. True number one at wideout was Stephon Diggs, too. But you wanted him gone. Attitude issues. Amari Cooper is the polar opposite. Very quiet. You know what I'm saying? Keeps to himself and just goes out there and does his job. When he's had a healthy quarterback and he's been healthy, he's an automatic 1,000-yard-plus receiver. The brother can play. It help Josh Allen's going to help the Buffalo Bills. It's going to help Keon Coleman, the other wideout, the rookie wideout, along with others. I get all of that. But to me, as big of a deal it is, and it is a big deal because it does upgrade that stud that is Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, the New York Jets, it's still time for them to make noise with the personnel that they have. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I love this move, Amari Cooper in Buffalo. But he was once in Dallas. How'd that help him? How'd that help him? Now, obviously, Dak Prescott wishes he was Josh Allen. That's a different story for another day. Last but not least, let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys, who are headed into the bye week after taking that ass whipping from the Detroit Lions at home Sunday. Team owner Jerry Jones is not happy. He's not a happy man these days. Jerry got heated during his weekly radio appearance after being asked if the Cowboys' lack of aggressiveness during the offseason contributed to the Cowboys' 3-3 start. Take a listen to this, y'all, for yourselves. Him talking to a radio host. Listen to this.
Now, don't tell me about should gotten a guy in the offseason.
Why not?
This isn't a damn word argument just because I'm not arguing with you. I'm dealing with how we line up against San Francisco. Not what I did wrong last week or last month or 2 months ago or 2 years ago. Guys, a list of all the things I've done wrong over the last few years. You couldn't be on this program for the next 5 years steady. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning. This is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
Well, my job is to ask why.
A job, or I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
Jerry,
okay. Y'all really think you're going to sit here with a microphone and tell me all of the things that I've done wrong and without going over the rights?
Ladies and gentlemen, on this show, the Stephen A. Smith Show, that I own and operate, let me say it was a privilege to have Jerry Jones on this show as a guest a few weeks ago when he came on for an hour and 15 minutes. Relationship with Jerry, I respect this man. He was never more wrong than in that interview. He should be ashamed of himself. That was bullying in a very flagrant fashion. You threatened a man's job because he asked you a question about a team you swore would contend, and they look like hot garbage right now. And it's got your fingerprints all over it because you did nothing this offseason. You let Tony Pollard walk out the door. You let other players walk out the door. You paid Dak Prescott, and you procrastinated before doing that. You paid CeeDee Lamb, you procrastinated before doing that. Had you paid them a couple of months earlier, you would have had an additional $20 million in cap space. You had Derrick Henry, a former Tennessee Titan who lives in Dallas in the offseason, publicly declaring he wanted to be a Dallas Cowboy. You never even gave him a call, and all it cost the Baltimore Ravens to get him was $8 million. It probably would have cost you $6, Jerry, because you're in a no-state income tax state like Texas. And what does Derrick Henry do in the aftermath of signing with Baltimore? He showed the afternoon and whipped y'all living ass. Runs for 151 yards. And you've seen everybody running roughshod over y'all, and the Detroit Lions walked into your house and not only smacked y'all around 47-9, blew you out of the stadium, but had more Detroit Lions fans in the stadium than Dallas Cowboy fans. Chanting about the Lions, go, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to take that out on a radio host? Now, we have to call it like we see it on this show. And I've said this already, so I'm not going to be ultimately redundant on, from my day job. But it is important to point out that I take no pleasure in saying any of this. I do like Jerry. I am fond of Jerry. I've gotten to know him, and there's a lot of conversations he has with me that he doesn't have with everybody else. But to see him act like that on the radio shows me that it's getting to him. That means you know your team stinks. You know they're not good enough. You know they're not going anywhere. And you finally know that you're the cause. Because had you done something to improve this roster, they wouldn't look as soft as cottonelle tissue. But that's what we're looking at here. And for those out there that want to sit up there and dismiss a media member being targeted the way that he was, people who do media is an extension of you, the audience, because you don't get to talk to these people and cultivate relationships with these people the way we in the media do. If the reporters had done something unfair, I would have been the first to bring it up. There is nothing unfair about what has happened to the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones. You have a quarterback that's won 2 playoff games in 8 years and still demanded the largest contract on the market just because he plays in the National Football League as a starting quarterback. You got defenders that are letting running backs run through the line of scrimmage 8, 9, 10 yards before they're even touched. This team is soft. Not from Stephen A. Smith. Football players who've played in the National Football League, who've won championships in the National Football League, who are experts on football, are speaking against their own brethren, calling the Dallas Cowboys soft. That ain't about a reporter, Jerry. That ain't about a radio host. That's about your team. And since you have unapologetically declared to the world that you're the one who makes the decisions, that means it's about you. You better than that, my man. You're supposed to be better than that. Before I get on out of here, go to one last quick hitter where the Los Angeles Clippers are set to open their season in their new arena, the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California. Unfortunately for the team, brace yourself. Breaking news, surprising news. I mean, it's going to shock you. Kawhi Leonard might not be there, because the team ruled him out for the remainder of the preseason due to inflammation in his right knee. In fact, Leonard, who was briefly part of Team USA this summer, has not participated in contract drills in training camp. Head coach Tyronn Lue says Leonard has spent practices strengthening his knee and hopes he can start the regular season. Are we going to just say it? The dude is never healthy. He's always hurt. Somehow, some way, whether it's his uncle or whether it's people within his inner circle, this brother is an expert at hoodwinking the Clippers into thinking he's healthy enough just to get a new contract before the minute the ink didn't even dry.